So you could buy Jeeps for $278 in a crate.
Come on, man.
Which is kind of rad. Granted, that number's different now. But,
what is that today with inflation, I wonder?
I have no clue.
Yeah, we don't need to do that
I mean,
math.
debating that they're judging that typewriters for $879, and that's like the modern day computer. So if you think the modern day computer is about $500, and you just take that multiplication and then sorry, I'm going anywhere with this. Hey everybody, welcome back to Third Pedal Podcast. My name is Tyler.
I'm Zach.
And I'm Jacob. Forgot my name. Sweet.
Let's start over.
No, we're good. We'll keep cruising. So it's Memorial Day this week today. When does this come out? Monday? It's a Monday thing, right?
Yes.
Memorial Day
Memorial
today.
Day is on the
If you're
30th.
then.
Yeah.
So first off, we have family members that were military service. What?
He said we're both.
Just both
We're
of you guys.
Yeah, both of us. We're all.
Not me.
We don't know where he came from.
We have family members that have served, friends that have served, everything like that. But we're incredibly grateful. Obviously, Memorial Day, we're celebrating and being thankful for those who've paid the ultimate price to protect our freedom, to be able to do stuff like this and kind of do whatever we want in America. And so we're incredibly grateful for that. But yeah, we wanted to kind of go over we're running over some U.S. military stuff and then kind of our normal thing.
Yeah,
but
you had something you mentioned to us about something with Jeep, right?
Yeah. So obviously, like anything military, and then you touch like the automotive stuff, it goes Jeep instantly.
Right.
Like that's kind of Jeep was started out of necessity to be like it was actually a reconnaissance vehicle for the military, the U.S. military. They wanted to it was essentially to replace like horses and stuff. Like it was a recon thing that they could use as a transport.
That's
to, like,
so
get into
wild
places.
that like
Isn't that weird?
a Jeep that like you see a Jeep outside.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh yeah, that was initially started to replace horses as our common form of
That feels
transport.
right.
Not that long ago.
Yeah, horses and motorcycles and stuff. They wanted a simpler form of transportation. So basically, the U.S. military gave like a spec, like this is what we're looking to do. It needs to have this, whatever. So that's where the original like Willys was born out of. There was the Willys, didn't even have the circle lights yet, headlights on top of the fender, and then that evolved into the one that everybody recognizes is the traditional World War II one, but. This is something that I don't think a lot of people really know. Here, they had a picture. This is on the Jeep site, the history. So this guy, right?
That looks so
the
good.
iconic Willys Jeep. So
Oh man.
what's little known, I think Jeep people know it, but maybe other people don't. So to ship these things over in large quantities, they actually came in a crate. So
They just crate shipped them?
they crated them. So you'd have your Jeep packed in a box.
Dude, Santa's opening it.
It had, isn't that amazing?
That is
To the boys in the service. So it packed down, the wheels would go in and everything, and then you'd uncrate the thing, you'd throw the wheels on, pop the window up, and then it was all good to go.
wow.
But that's how they originally
That's
shipped over,
insane.
which is kind of rad.
I wish they still made like a
I was just about to say that.
Well,
Like-
so there's legends about warehouses with these things still existing.
For
in
real?
them. Yeah. There's none of them have been confirmed. This whole article is about them. Somebody, I think at some point he says, sadly, like we all have to accept the fact that like the only ones left in crates are probably at the bottom of the ocean from things that were shot down.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, I just thought this was so cool. Like with everything packed into the back there.
Wow.
Pop the top off, and then here's them all assembling their Jeeps over there.
Dude, so what did they airdrop them or?
I think so. I think they would I would assume it had to have been airdrop,
Yeah.
right? Not the modern
Not
day
just UPS.
airdrop. Yeah, just UPS ground, flat rate it. But yeah, I thought that was super cool. So there's a
but then
complete
you'd be like,
history.
our Jeeps were supposed to be here today. It says delivered, but I can't find it anywhere. 3
It's at the
days later,
distribution
it finally
center.
shows
Dang
up.
it.
Yeah.
So this is how they started out. They always had kind of the iconic vertical grill that was there.
I've never seen that.
Yeah. Well, these, I forget where it said in here. There's one of these, I think it was this guy here. There's only 3 known that still exist.
Wow.
Like they're
Dang.
all gone. But yeah, then this is the like original. They
Yeah,
have
that's
the
the
lights into the
iconic.
grill.
Man, isn't that
Kind of
nuts
evolved
that
from
like
there.
what year, go back up to the
Yeah.
year that one? Was it 1945?
1941.
Yeah.
Or 41,
That's-
whatever.
Not 100 years ago.
But it like,
Isn't that crazy?
that looks like,
Now,
it's a
yeah.
Jeep Wrangler.
Kind of looks
So
like
the
mine.
ones that, yours or the ones that they're still making today.
Yeah.
Like I think we talked a couple episodes ago about
Yeah.
like brand consistency and like the most iconic
Yeah.
vehicles over a certain time frame.
Yeah.
And didn't even mention the Jeep. Jeep's
I don't know how-
gotta
yeah.
be the longest.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
fact that they
Oh, yeah.
still in the 40s, this was their first civilian vehicle, and you can still buy it now, and it just looks like this but chunky. No, not this one. I'm just saying you can still buy
yeah.
a Wrangler.
I was like, that'd be sick. You can just buy
I
that thing.
wish. But yeah, so they have the
Yes.
complete evolution. It's neat. I think it's neat that Jeep like they keep track of this stuff. This matters to them. They use this as a really
this
core.
is Jeep's website.
Because like BMW and Volkswagen both started the same exact way, but
Yeah.
it's not part of their brand. I mean, different sides,
Understandably,
but
yeah, makes sense.
but you know what I mean. Like it's not at all about like we were this like a plane company or we were
Right.
this. It's no part. Yeah, I get that. There's probably some. They probably are like, yeah, that's outside of what
we
we can do.
started our vehicles as we don't want to talk.
It's complicated.
We don't want to talk about that.
But anyway,
That
so
was more
thought that was red.
vampire.
So that's
But-
that's the cool thing. You used to be able to get a Jeep in a crate, and
That
then
is so
I don't know if you
cool.
saw that in one of these things, but after the war, there was a lot of surplus available, so they were selling off the stuff that you'd get from the U.S. government, so you could buy Jeeps for $278 in a crate,
Come on, man.
which is kind of rad. Granted, that number's different now, but
Just
What
a
is
little
that
bit.
today with inflation? I wonder.
I have no clue.
Yeah, we don't need to do that
I mean,
math.
debating that they're judging that typewriters were $879, and that's like the modern day computer. So if you think the modern day computer is about $500, and you just take that multiplication and then sorry, I'm going anywhere with this.
$150. Is that what you're
good,
telling me?
dude. That was good.
That's a good
But yeah,
rant.
parachutes $21.95, pretty rad.
Boats,
Dude, I'd buy a
Shoes.
parachute for that.
Machetes $215,
dude.
61 cents for goggles.
That's it.
Pistol belts, steel helmets, giant
pretty neat.
balloons, and bunk beds, life rafts, walkie-talkies, swords. They still had swords.
You're missing the best part.
Military they still have swords.
What does that say?
Cannons.
You buy a cannon? You can buy a military surplus cannon?
Well, so they used to
Wow.
when they evolved to
Free
this
home
guy-
trial coupon. Did you see that?
Yes.
Hey, could you bring that cannon by? I want to shoot it at my neighbor
Just wanted
Steve.
to try it real quick.
Just want to try it out real quick.
So I think it was this one here.
I
They were
actually have
talking
a
about-
neighbor named Steve. That is not where that came from.
That's really funny.
I just thought of that name.
Sorry, Steve.
I love you, Steve. That's not what I meant.
So this one was fitted with either a 30 or 50 caliber machine gun for combat.
Wow.
Where was some of that? It was kind of cool that it talked about how like, yeah, this thing here, fierce emotional bonds often develop between a soldier and his Jeep 4x4. The faithful MB earned a place in every GI's heart in every area of combat in every conceivable role. So they're
Wow.
really like a core part of what
Yeah.
evolved the U.S. military from using horses, motorcycles, things like that,
You know what's
to
nuts?
having a 4-wheel drive thing.
If they didn't build them well,
Yeah.
like if they weren't reliable,
Yeah.
they had to be replaced.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have the Wranglers that we have today.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have the Jeeps that we have today. That would have fizzled out.
It would just
Totally.
be Hummers.
Yeah. Oh no. I guess Hummers
The
did
whole
kinda
U.S.
take
Army
over,
crab
but-
walking and stuff.
Yeah.
But-
It'd be like it's a Hummer thing. You wouldn't understand.
Oh no. Or if the war didn't go well, it would be a Volkswagen thing you didn't understand. So
I don't think it'd be in English either. All right.
Da-na-na. Da-na-na. That's how the war went.
What is that? Is that like?
AC/DC.
Oh, that reminded me of Iron Man for some reason.
That
is-
That is an
AC/DC.
Iron Man. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So I have a
Anyway.
cool story.
Yeah.
Found out this was actually local, but I saw this guy on TikTok.
Okay.
You guys have heard of trading up.
Yeah.
Right? Like
Something
basically-
we've teased talking about doing for a while
yeah,
too.
like flipping up to whatever, but like strictly trading up. So like you take something that is to most people probably worthless.
Yeah.
You trade it for something a little bit more valuable or a little bit more utility, and you trade up, whatever. So
Yeah.
you can start with whatever. This guy's example started with a fish hook, and
That's great.
he's gonna-
fish hook.
I know.
Of
So
all
fish hook, he
things.
has like his face in the Facebook Marketplace thing. Fish hook, and his goal is to trade up to a lake house. So obviously a huge difference.
aggressive.
But let's play that. I want to show you guys just the initial video, and you'll see where this ties in. There's obviously going to be a car involved, but see where he's at this current moment. I'll kind of give it away there. Do we get audio?
We'll cut it to here. Yeah, hit that speaker.
Oh my bad.
There we go. All right.
All right, if you don't know me, I'm trading this fish hook all the way up to a lake house. When we last left off, I made 13 trades up to these two bikes. Today I was set to make a trade for the Kawasaki, and here's how it went.
All right, it's time to make trade 14B. Let's go. You're having too much fun.
So we drove a little over an hour to Portage, Wisconsin to make a trade for the
Hey.
KLR today. Unfortunately, the trade fell through, and I still got it. But along the way, we did stop to look at a trade for the Harley. And guess what?
We're making a trade for the Harley instead today.
So we turned that 78 shovelhead into this
Look-
1991 BMW E30 318 IS. I know that's a mouthful. It's got the M42 engine, 5-speed manual transmission, 167,000 miles. This car is a ton of fun to drive,
looks
but I
clean.
can't wait to trade it up. Let's hook this lake house.
Yeah, 10K easy.
Yeah.
I like that.
Alrighty.
Let's hook this lake
Isn't
house.
that
That's
awesome?
so cool.
So cool. And you know the impressive thing that I
Oh,
thought
and
too is
Madison.
Yeah, so he's
Sorry,
okay,
go.
Madison. I thought he was whatever.
Yeah.
But close enough. So we're gonna have him on at some point.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
talked to him a little bit.
Cool.
Got him connected a little bit with just some of the stuff that I do with real estate to his next trade is for some vacant land. At least that's the goal.
Cool.
And that's getting a little bit closer to the lake house, right? So it's just awesome. I love seeing that. And the impressive thing to me was that's trade 14.
nuts.
14
Which I was-
exchanges
yeah.
between Fishhook and $10,000 BMW.
That's crazy.
Isn't that insane?
That's really nuts.
So this guy is he's either just getting lucky or he's the best negotiator around.
Yeah.
Or like, I mean, he's just connecting right people, right time for
Yeah.
this stuff, right? So
I just
I
want to know, what did he trade for the fishhook?
that's what I was curious.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
wanna
Like,
know.
So I
what was
figured,
that?
I'm
Who-
sure he has videos on it. Straight up trade up is his TikTok handle. It
Sweet.
sounds like he's got everything on there, but we're gonna have him on at some point. Probably not for the next, I would say, month or so.
Yeah.
To get his next trades finalized if there's any other cars
Yeah.
involved and then
So
all that
cool.
stuff. But I thought that was awesome. So
That is awesome.
anyways, I want to show a couple photos of the car.
Okay.
He showed a few there, but
Okay.
we can get a closer look. And this thing's
Awesome.
at this
Oh,
this
because
one's
it's available right now.
May
That's
30th.
that's just 5 days
So,
ago.
This may not be available at the time that this episode's out if he's made the trade already,
Yeah.
but the car
Man.
is super clean.
Yeah,
trade
trade
only.
only. Look at
Jesse, if he
Wow.
wants a golf.
that. Yeah.
I
It's
don't
mint.
know. Yeah. It is mint, but
Wow.
yeah.
Looks great.
I think
the
the
thing-
point is to trade up for him.
Yeah, I know.
You want to move backwards, my guy?
Let's make this interesting.
Look at
Wow.
the interior.
Wow, that's clean.
It's in great shape.
Especially
I
the
wanna
dash.
know
I didn't see
who wanted
almost.
a Harley instead
This
of
is just a new
Well,
version of what you had,
That's
right?
where I'm stuck.
But that's the whole point. I mean, it's some.
Oh yeah, 91. I mean, mine
trade-
was an 85.
Yeah.
and a 4-door.
So
Yeah.
the thing that I find interesting about a trade is that it's not about what the dollar value is of something. It's what somebody else finds more value in than the item that they have.
Yep.
So this might be a $10,000 car. Someone might trade a $20,000 plot of land. Technically, it's worth $20,000,
Right.
in theory. But like if that person values the experience that they're going to have with the car
Yeah.
over the experience, which is
Yeah.
nothing,
Yeah.
with a vacant plot of land,
Yeah.
then that trade is technically of equal value then, right?
Yeah.
Because people only make exchanges if they value the thing they're trading for over the thing that they have, regardless of the actual dollar
Right.
appraised value.
Right.
So, anyways, I thought that I was just kind of thinking over this, like, how do
Yeah.
you get from a fish hook to whatever? But it's like, it's just
Yeah.
part of the trade, I
Yeah.
guess. So, yeah, anyways, I
It's
just
just-
got a little bit of rust, but
man.
super clean E30.
Looks good.
For
Love
that
the
year
car.
and that mileage, that's really clean.
I was trying to think
good
of, like,
for you,
what
man.
could I, like, what do I have that I
Yeah.
could, or what, you
Yeah.
know,
S3 man.
go buy a piece of land that's
Oh.
Yeah.
worth a little bit more
Yeah.
to. So, yeah, I'm not gonna trade the S3. He'd be like, yeah, sure,
We're moving
you
up.
want to, but not doing that. But yeah, I thought that was awesome.
cool.
Just wanted to share that with you guys.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So cool, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Speaking
Especially
of cool,
yeah, I think this is cool.
let's talk about it because I heard some feedback that it maybe is not cool.
Yeah, so because I saw this company start like when it was really early on, and I've always been like, oh, that's unique, that's different. And you guys know that I'm the kind of guy who's like, I am attracted to a car if it's kind of ugly. Like that's my thing.
I seriously thought you were gonna like that lifted Mustang when I started showing that.
Oh,
I was
no.
worried.
No,
Your
I don't
first thing
like-
you started saying, I was like, "Don't do it, Tyler."
No.
We're
Oh,
good.
to update everybody, so we showed the lifted Mustang last week. It is available.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know if we should continue discussion with the guy and see what we could maybe if we could get a test drive.
Hey,
or something
we
at
should
least
see
out of it.
if he wants to trade for a E E30.
Oh, we have a clean 1981 BMW 318 IS 81. 91?
Yeah.
Oh,
Definitely
91
not
makes more
81.
sense. 91 makes more sense. Anyways, what is this Atlis motor?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it's just this. I don't even know really how to super explain this thing.
Crowdfunded electric truck, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's got
Interesting.
4-wheel steering.
Okay.
Oh,
That's
that's worked out well before.
just about all I know about it.
That's all I know about.
Yeah, I don't know. I
This
just
is
think
kinda
it was
cool.
like,
You know what? It's just kind of cool. It looks like it's like a built from the ground up.
Yeah.
Just like
well, yeah, it's literally just like these guys in a warehouse. It looks like just trying to build.
It's not
It's
like
kinda cool.
billionaire hedge fund managers
Right.
and
Mhm.
like
It doesn't have like an
all these
automotive
giant
design team, it doesn't
companies.
seem like.
Yeah, right. Well,
Yeah.
clearly.
There was a
Sorry.
photo. I'm trying to see.
No, I'm there, man. I saw that. It was funny because
No,
I
this
saw
is
this
cool.
on Facebook as an ad, and I was like, "That is the ugliest thing I've ever seen." And then I showed Tyler, like, "Can you believe this?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, I think it's sick."
Wait, go up again. Is
Yeah.
that the interior lights, the squares?
Yep.
Dude, and then the red
so
LED
I
in
like that
front.
they're following suit. For
Yeah.
like they're going all out in every area.
Read the bullet
yeah,
points though.
15-minute charge time,
Huh?
500-mile range, 35,000-pound
What?
towing capacity, subscription option with maintenance.
That's nuts.
Interesting. So this would be a true like truck. Like so
Yes.
they're basically saying like, hey, yeah, Tesla truck, like you're cool and all, but like it doesn't really
Yeah.
do the stuff that truck guys want.
Right.
Ford F-150 Lightning, it's cool and all, but same kind of thing. Like
Yep.
doesn't. It's an SUV with a truck bed. Essentially, a lot of
Yep.
those other
Yep.
electric trucks are.
Yeah.
So this is like a truck.
Yep.
For truck people.
Right.
That does truck things.
Right.
And 15-minute charge time is really,
Right.
really reasonable.
Because I think part of this is it's less about the truck, it's more about the technology behind it, that they're trying to come up with different like
Exactly.
battery storage
Yeah.
thing. Like
Yeah.
that's the core of I think the project. I think if you scroll through here a little bit more, there's something about the actual battery. Yeah, there it is.
Yep.
No more waiting, no more worrying. Existing cell designs are standardized for consumer electronics. The AMV cells were developed and are manufactured in configuration that are ideal for automotive application. So it's like a different type of battery pack for this thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
So we're developing. So their big value is the battery technology.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so they've got, like,
Interesting.
the-
whole timeline of
Yeah.
it all.
Yep. Yeah.
Wow, that's
But yeah,
really
go-
cool.
Can you go to the vehicle class thing too? That part was interesting to me. Like it's not
Here.
yeah. So this is where they're putting all the Ford, GM, Tesla stuff in 1 and 2A, and then this is supposed to be a heavier class vehicle going over
I
to like
see.
semi stuff.
I
So
see.
there's- So this is going to be
I
like
get
big truck type stuff
Yep.
down the road.
Like F-250 and above type
Well, I mean,
of
with a
stuff.
35,000-pound towing capacity,
No.
which is also like we said 35,000, but it's 35,000.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
that's a lot.
Yeah.
What?
That's like a-
what
Like
truck
17
can any,
tons.
like what about like
Yeah.
like can any of like the Dodge Rams, like any of theirs get anywhere near that?
I'm sure a 2500, 3500, I'm sure those get to there.
You think?
I don't
would
think so.
I wouldn't
don't know,
think
Google it.
35,000.
Oh, we can't. We don't have a keyboard. Never
Do
mind.
it on your phone real quick.
Yeah,
look it
what
up
do we
real quick.
got?
So that's interesting
my
to see,
phone.
kind of like we talked about. So the GM, what GM does electric? Is that just the Hummer? Or do they have an electric truck now?
They're working on it. I don't think it must be. I think they're talking about the concept stuff that's coming.
Gotcha.
Jesus.
And then they have the
Yeah, I hit my mic. It freaked me out.
and then the Ford Lightning. What
Yep.
is that square? Is that the Rivian? The yellow
It
square?
must be.
And then
I
the
don't know. I don't
Tesla.
recognize
Yeah, I
it.
So
think that
those
is
are all
Rivian.
in,
Okay.
Yeah, I
those
believe
are all
so.
in class 1.
Yeah.
Which is interesting.
Which is nuts that's okay, cool. Everything we've ever covered on here. Class 1.
and then what are the 2 Tesla ones in 2A? Is that the Tesla Cybertruck?
It might
It's
be
either the Cybertruck or the Semi, maybe.
or it's Cybertruck and then Cybertruck with the dual motor upgrade.
Sure.
Cybertruck. Like it might be the 3
That's true.
phases of Cybertruck.
Yeah, and then they have the 3
'Cause-
Atlases.
Yeah,
and
because
then
these
they
are all
have
the same.
4,
The
5,
XTs.
6.
Yeah.
That's super interesting.
And in terms of towing capacity, it looks like the closest thing. The Dodge Ram only gets up to 15,000, which is still a lot.
Which Ram?
The 3500.
Really?
And then the
Nuts.
the F250 I think had a platform that got up to 20,000.
Wow.
But that
So
seemed like
that
it was
is
the,
crazy
so
tow
35.
capacity.
It's like double.
So that's like a
What
semi truck,
current.
like a Freightliner semi truck, basically, or
Yeah.
Volvo semi truck. I'm sure
Yeah.
those have that capacity.
This almost looks like it could be the size of like the towing trucks that you see, like
Yeah.
those huge Fords that have the towing bed in the
like an
back.
F450 kind of a thing, like one of the
Exactly.
Like a
That
fifth
looks
wheel
like
type
the
this
of
would
thing.
utility
be,
truck.
Yep,
yeah,
yep, yep.
yeah.
that looks like that's kind of what this
Wow.
would compete with.
All right, won me over. It's cool.
Yep. Yeah,
just-
and I don't know. I personally think the lights and everything are like they're dope. I know
it looks
you
like a
hate 'em.
gamer's desk.
That's why
It looks like a badly rendered truck to me.
Wait, scroll down
Oh,
to their value
100%.
propositions again. Okay, so returns, aiming for return. Oh, so this is for the investment.
Yeah.
Greater degree of personal satisfaction. I just think that's a funny value thing.
That is funny.
You'll have a greater degree of personal
Voting
satisfaction
rights.
if you invest in our truck. Oh, okay. I was like, what does that have to do with voting rights?
Yeah.
All right, that's funny.
Just nuts.
aiming for returns as fast as our charge time. That's clever.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's
Yeah.
a clever little
Yeah, I just wish they would like. This one kind of feels like with the F150
Oh
Lightning.
yeah, battery
Or like-
pack revenue. So they're looking
Yeah.
for. So if you're
They're gonna
invested
sell
in
the
this-
technology, I
right,
think.
right,
Yeah.
license it out. That's
Yeah.
the smart thing
It's
to
smart.
do.
I mean,
Totally.
it's kind of cool because essentially this is a battery company, but batteries are kind of boring on their own. It seems like. So it seems like they're trying to wow people with the truck thing. Like maybe this
prove
is
the
just a big
concept.
marketing campaign
Mhm.
to like
Yeah.
they didn't throw a ton into the truck. Maybe I don't know. I
So
don't know
what's
what
going
the
on
thing
with
is.
the body panels? Is this forged carbon? Is this just a cool paint job?
I thought it was just.
I think this initial is just a cool paint job.
That's a
'Cause I
rendering though, right?
believe yes. I think so.
No, I think that's a picture of it. If you
You think
scroll
so?
down, there's a video of this thing.
Oh, there's.
Yeah,
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Play that.
Can we? Yeah.
2 minutes. We can watch the whole thing.
Hello, everyone. Today, I'm proud to announce that Atlis has launched a Regulation 8 crowdfunding
It's right behind him.
campaign.
That's so cool.
If you remember, in
That's pretty neat.
2021, we raised $20 million through crowdfunding. In fact, our last campaign,
That's a lot through
we raised
crowdfunding.
$5 million in 6 weeks. We were oversubscribed. With that $20 million, Atlis was able to build a prototype of the XT pickup truck and XP platform, as well as the underlying demonstration technologies and architectures of how we plan on building that vehicle. And also, we were able to accomplish development of the first AMV cell and then get
Sick.
the AMV cube cell to a point where we are actually producing it today.
Wow.
We've started
Wow.
construction of the facility here in Mesa, Arizona, as we look to scale battery production from 1, 2, and 3, or 10
They
per
did
day
a lot with
to
20
millions
million.
of cells
That sounds like
here
a lot
in
of money, but
2022.
for all of that to be done.
And also
Yeah.
in
Developing new
2021,
battery
we've
technology is
captured over
insane.
$300 million in opportunity for the Atlis Energy division in pack and cell solutions, as well as securing over 34,000 contracts for
Wow.
purchases of the XT pickup truck. Those are signed contracts and purchase agreements to buy 34,000 XT pickup trucks. So
Wow.
it's all about growth here at Atlis Motor Vehicles in 2022. We've got dozens of pack
Making
customers
Tesla a
we're
little
engaging
nervous.
with today.
Yeah.
Those pack solutions are going to start development here in Q1. We'll be
I
launching
hope
those in
there's a-
Q3
I
through
hope it drives.
validation, and of course in
Yeah,
Q4
can
they'll
we
start
maybe
going to market.
forward a little bit?
Those represent
hover it, see what
70
happens.
gigawatt hours of
Ah,
opportunity
Ah,
for
shoot.
Atlis.
talking the whole
just
time?
talking,
All right,
man.
that
Wait,
was
wait, wait.
fun and all,
What
but
about those?
yeah, click that
Provide update.
We'll try.
Hello everyone, my name is Mark Hanchett. I'm the founder and CEO here at Atlis Motor Vehicles, and in the spirit of transparency,
so
we're
it's
going
a-
to show you
pause
some
it.
of the things we've been working on
It's
here.
just a digital camo. That's what it is.
Oh,
yeah,
yep.
it's a wrap. Okay,
Yep.
that's all I was curious about.
It's just steel.
Yeah, that looks
'Cause I
so
think-
beefy. This looks like
Yeah, and one
I
of
mean,
the
look how
things they take a jab, I
huge it is.
think, at the Cybertruck by being like, yeah, I mean, like, other than just having cool looking panels, we decided to go for like a rugged truck. Like, I think they're throwing some shade at
That's
them
funny.
like that.
Yeah. But
It's
yeah.
nuts.
I love
So-
his logo on his shirt. It's just his face
I didn't even see that.
with the hat backwards. That's awesome.
Look
Yeah.
look at the tub.
Yeah,
It's, just like pallets. It
steel.
looks like
Oh,
friggin' like steel versions of
weird.
pallets that
Yeah,
are sitting
you're
on the
right.
base there.
That's really cool. I like this thing. This
That's
is
pretty cool.
Yeah.
Is that back window? Is that like a roll down steel?
That's what it looks
you know,
like.
like a retail
Rolling
store.
steel door.
You know, yeah, like
Yeah.
like you know the retail stores when like
Yeah.
close them
That
for
would be so
security.
cool.
It's like it's
That'd be a really cool
bulletproof and
feature.
whatever. That thing's
That'd be
sweet.
interesting.
Yeah. Man, I wish I had a keyboard. I keep
Why?
I keep thinking, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna search for this.
Yeah, we'll have
I just
to
wanted to show you guys the all wheel
baby steps.
the all wheel steering.
Oh sure. Do you
Yeah,
have a
it's
video of that?
really
Do
interesting.
they have a video of it?
I thought they did.
Here,
Click
let
on
me-
their
I'll
their
go.
channel. You might be able to find it.
Okay.
The Atlas RXD. Yeah.
Yep.
All wheel steering.
Oh, I wonder if they don't have a prototype update. I swear I've seen one with it.
You can pause it and just skip through it, right?
Dubstep is the right choice for music for
Yep.
electric trucks.
Play the window.
drive it though?
It's huge.
Dude.
Hello everybody, my name is Mark Hanchett. I'm the founder and CEO here at Atlis Motor Vehicles.
He never
I'm
drives
Amy
it.
Pratt. I'm the president, and today is the day.
They go through it though. Go to this inside. With the, I'm curious what
But I
this
think
light thing
before
is.
we get to your exterior lights, your front lights, your bed lights, as well as those light bar systems that are actually at the top of the vehicle. There's one light bar system in the front of the
interior lights
vehicle
are
which
sick.
projects out from the windshield. There's also a separate light
It
bar
looks like
system
they're
from
fake
the
just
rear
for
of
the
the
video,
vehicle
but they're not. Like it just
that
looks like the
projects
video lighting.
rearward. Those create increased capability. Not only can they
Oh,
project
wow.
forward
that-
and increase illumination in front of you, but they can also do multiple different
Turned
other
cooler.
functionalities. Right now they're
Dude.
set up with the markers because we're a wider vehicle. We can display text
Oh.
up there. We
Yeah,
can
you could put
flash
text
different
up there.
color
You could
combinations
just
up
type
there,
in real
depending
quick,
on your
move
particular
over,
use case.
and put it in
All of
reverse.
that,
The other
of
light-
course, is controlled right here from the center
weird.
console. Now, if you look at the rest of the interior in here, you notice it's simplistic. The dash is simplistic. The floor is flat. It creates a tremendous amount of space, a tremendous amount of comfortable space to fit 6 adults inside here. You'll also notice that the front and rear seats, they're identical as well. Here at Atlis Motor Vehicles, we try to find a way to build one thing and use it multiple times. In this particular case, what we wanted to do was actually fix one of the least desirable things in any pickup truck. The rear seat, it's always a bench seat. It's not always the most comfortable thing to sit in. We know this is a work truck. We know sometimes these guys are going to be spending hours out there in the field or driving to a particular site or location. We wanted to make sure that while they're sitting in those seats, they had the most comfortable seats possible.
Okay, that's cool.
That's really cool.
like that.
So we actually have a 40-20-40 split with a flip-up
does it have
center
paddle
console for a third person in both rows, and they're identical both front
Maybe it's
and
like
rear.
a self-driving
Front and rear seats
capper.
are powered. Front and rear seats have all of the same capability, so everybody sits comfortably.
That's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, so it's
inside
the exact
vehicle.
same for the
And
front
that's
and rear.
Yeah.
Same seats no matter what.
Why wouldn't
That's
they clean
cool.
the windshield for this video?
I was wondering.
Yeah.
that.
That's all right.
I mean, also, like, they didn't show the interior.
It seems, yeah.
So-
If you see here, it's like, no.
Yeah.
That's really cool. It seems like it was really built like not. I don't know. My guess initially was that this was just a big marketing campaign for these batteries, but it really seems like they're just trying to build the best truck they can, and like the video is what the video is. But
It'll be interesting
truck
to
is
see
sweet.
this thing compete against. Well, actually, it won't compete against the F-150 because this is like
It's a
different.
this is like
a different tier.
a for real working class type of truck.
This is the thing to take on like the 350s and the 450s
Yeah.
and the bigger versions
Yeah.
of all of those.
Yeah.
That's really
Yeah.
cool.
that's very neat, man.
Nice,
So-
man. That's cool.
Okay, you might have won me over.
All right. You win.
I still don't like the look, but it's cool.
Yeah.
It looks very rugged though. Like
Yeah.
it looks like you toss some bricks in the back or whatever.
Yeah.
You know,
Totally.
Like,
Yeah. Like open the doors and pressure wash out the floor and then
Mhm.
yeah,
cruise with
right.
it. Yeah,
right.
it looks like it can do all that
Yeah,
kind of
then
stuff.
put rice in it. To,
That's very
dry the
interesting.
water out because it's an electronic.
So
Yeah.
do you think that like Ford and all these other companies, do you think they're going to be buying this type of battery technology, or are they going to all be doing their own thing to try to get ahead
Well,
of
I
it?
guess it depends on how proprietary the battery technology is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How they can patent it, and then because if it's like an idea of like how to work an existing technology that's already there, and then
Sure.
everybody else can just be like, yeah, we'll just rework it too,
Uh-huh.
you know?
Yeah.
And then they don't have to buy it from them. I'm assuming that they're gonna have some pretty intense patents.
Oh,
on
yeah. Oh yeah.
the battery tech, if it is truly new, like battery tech that allows it to recharge fast, because that's everybody's biggest gripe with electric stuff is the charge time. I think, anyways,
Right.
charge time in the distance,
Right.
in the availability of charging, which seems to be more common now. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what that turns into. If
Yeah.
if they truly rework the battery tech and this becomes the new norm for
Yeah.
electric stuff, they can
Yeah.
charge up quick. Say you can, so
That'd
this
be the
is
thing.
15 minutes for a truck, which
Right.
is super heavy,
Right.
to get 500 miles.
Right.
Think of that same technology in like a sedan.
Right.
Will
be
it be
insane.
a 5-minute charge to 300 miles?
Right.
You know, like
Right.
it could be a really short.
Yeah.
It said really weird. A really short charge time for
Yeah.
like a normal car's mileage.
Right.
If they can apply that technology to electric cars, it makes them a lot more
And-
feasible for daily stuff.
Well,
Yes.
yeah, that would change the game entirely. Because I think right now, kind of a big gripe a lot of people have with electric cars is that when it's dead, it's
Yeah.
dead.
Right.
And it's not
Yeah.
exactly the fastest charge time.
Right.
It's not terrible,
Right.
but it's definitely longer than a 3-minute stop to the gas station where you just
Right.
like throw a hose in, you fill up, and you pull
Right.
it out. But
Right.
like with this, like 15 minutes that's insane.
Right. Well, because that
Yeah.
means 5 minutes, you're a third of the way there. So 5 minutes, you at least have
You
150,
just need to
175
toss some
miles.
Yeah.
juice in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Which is really interesting. I wonder
Yeah.
how they're delivering that much power and how they're not overheating things. That's
Mhm. I
crazy.
wonder
Well,
what
this is in
the
concept phase
I wonder what
still,
the
so-
range
Yeah.
is with the towing capacity.
Right.
Yeah.
How much?
That's
yeah,
gotta be-
of that
it's-
500 miles.
I
How much do you
swear.
get
That's
if you're
still what I
towing?
want to know about all these is they like
Yeah.
talk about it can tow this and like I believe it. I just want to know how long. Like because
Right.
they show like the Ford one, it shows like towing an Airstream camper.
Yeah.
It's like okay, but you tow campers to places far away. So like how
right.
far do you
Yeah.
have
Are
to
you
go?
gonna get
That's a
100
good
miles per
question.
charge?
Yeah, and how
then
many
have to-
charge stations are even set up that you could pull a truck up like that?
Right.
Yeah.
With a
Right.
trailer and everything and
Yeah.
charge it. That's got to be kind of hard.
I think the whole needs to be a whole lot of infrastructure built
Uh-huh.
around this stuff if it's going to become as common as gas stuff.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's going to be like a I don't know why I was going to say revolution. I don't think that's the right word.
Where are we going with this?
Like I wonder if you would have like solar panels. Sorry, I'll just bring it back. Like the F-150 towing the Airstream.
Yeah.
What if you did like solar panels on top of the Airstream and on top of the truck? and then
Yeah.
while it's driving, it would just
Like a
continue
range
to-
extender.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I still always ask that question of like, what if you just put a generator on the wheels of whatever you're towing, and then
Yeah.
allow that to like juice back into the truck while you're driving?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Doesn't that
I
get into
wonder-
the
Perpetual motion. Yeah.
yeah, like the fluid dynamic stuff? Like
Yeah.
stuff has to be lost somewhere, but maybe it could extend
Well,
a little
that's what I-
kind
that's
of
what
a
I'm
thing.
saying,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
Like it
Some
would
kind of
be like maybe you
extension.
could get an extra like 50 miles out
Yeah.
of it or something.
Yeah.
Like because if you have
Yeah.
an Airstream, you got like at least 4 wheels
Yeah.
sitting on that thing. So if you have all 4 wheels with generators that then are going back into the
Kind of
truck,
like
then it's being
alternators
pulled.
are hooked up to the wheels, so when it's
exactly,
going,
exactly.
Well, it's just like another
providing
version of
some machine
regenerative
rest.
braking, you know? Like it's
Yeah,
the same kind of
yeah.
a thing. But
Although I wonder if there's problems with it, like using the battery while charging the battery. I bet there's some weird stuff with that.
oh
yeah,
yeah.
I don't know. That'd
Yeah.
be interesting. Most
Mhm.
cars, most batteries can do that though, right? Like
I
when
think
you're
it's
using
either
your
or.
phone plugged in, it's using battery, but it's charging.
Well, yeah, but I mean that's on such a small scale.
That's true.
Whereas when you're talking like how much power these things have to be pushing out to these
Yeah.
motors,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if there's any weird stuff with that. Plus the amount of heat these things have to be generating.
Right.
Like that's what I mean. Because
Right.
when you charge something, it gets hot, and when you use it, it gets hot. So
Right.
if you're charging it and using it at the same
Right.
time,
And switching that
it
constantly.
might just be it might be something with cooling.
Yeah. That is
So,
interesting though. It'll
yeah.
be cool to see where that one goes. That one seems like the other trucks. We did that electric truck episode a while ago.
Yeah.
Like those were all kind of the same thing, a little bit different. They're marketed differently and stuff. This is like completely different than
Yeah.
all those.
I
Because
wonder
they're
if this has some of those features of like you were talking about, like nobody knows
Yeah.
what people want with electric trucks.
yeah,
They have
yeah.
all the like, oh,
Yeah.
we got an electric grill that you
Yeah.
can install in the tunnel.
yeah, yeah.
Oh
know?
yeah, doesn't isn't
or,
that
like
the
random
Ford?
stuff.
The Rivian. The Rivian has the
Yeah.
gear tunnel, which I just
Oh,
learned too. You can
yeah.
get to from inside. If you open the middle thing, you
I
can get
saw
to it from
that,
in there.
yeah.
I
That's
just
kinda
forget
cool.
his name, the guy on TikTok that does
Yeah,
like
he
car
does the
reviews.
car reviews.
Wish I'd remember his name. He's an awesome guy.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this one's cool because I like that he was like guys using this truck could be in it for a long time. So let's make the seats really nice.
Right.
Like it
Yeah.
was like there,
Like
like that's
building
the
it
thing.
around like
Yeah.
contractors
Yeah.
and tradesmen and
And-
that type of stuff,
yeah, and
which
even
makes sense.
yeah, and even how he said like we just did the front seats in the back because I think it's the joke like shotgun and trying to get in the front seat and all that or whatever. So he's like
Yeah.
they're just all the same. Like
Yeah.
we just
Yeah,
did
I
that.
think
Same
that's awesome.
capabilities,
Kinda
they're
cool.
the same exact seat.
And not
Yeah.
only that, I feel like this kind of stems on like I've always had the thought of like I wish there was like a fully modular car. That you
yeah,
could be like, hey man, like I wanna do this panel, I wanna do this interior, I wanna do
Yeah.
this, and just have it be like kind of hot swappable.
yeah,
This kind of it seems like this company promotes it. I mean, he even
Yeah.
said like their whole thing is trying to reuse as much as they can reuse wherever they
Right.
can.
right,
And I'm like, that's awesome because that means like, oh, I tore my seat. It's like okay,
right,
like
right.
just buy another.
right,
Like
Yeah.
they're
Just
they'll
go get a
swap. It
seat.
doesn't matter.
right.
Or swap your rear one for
Yeah.
the front one.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's
Like
the
you
same
have
exact
that
seat. Get
option.
the
I think
nicer
that's
seat up
awesome.
front, yeah.
Like that's really
Yeah.
really
Or like
smart.
instead, you know how you rotate your tires? In this one, you'll rotate your seats, but they're all the same seat.
Yeah, dude,
Like-
hit 100,000 miles, just
Yeah.
swap it.
Yeah,
It's like every 10,000 miles, you do your not oil, but you do your fluid change of
Yep.
brake fluid swap, and then you rotate your seats so they
Yeah.
all have equal wear, even if you're mostly
Yeah.
the only driver. That's funny.
that's really funny.
Yeah, I bet it'll keep maintenance costs down.
yeah.
So
I think it's sick.
speaking of, hey guys, we're just gonna keep talking about electric vehicles. This is now called the Third Pedal Podcast. That third pedal is actually the Auto Drive
Third battery
Paddle.
Eh.
Yeah, Third Paddle Podcast. That being said,
Third battle.
this is just the reality of the situation that we're in.
Yeah.
There's going to be a lot more electric stuff that's coming out, and
Yep.
there's some really cool stuff. I think this is cool.
Yeah.
So Toyota and Subaru have an interesting relationship. They've
Mhm.
had the, obviously the BRZ and then FRS and Toyota 86.
Yeah.
Right. They've all kind of shared,
Mhm.
obviously with Scion. Is Scion still a thing, by the way? Did they die?
No,
No.
they're still a thing.
Wait, are they?
Are they for sure?
I don't
Because-
think so.
Not for sure. Maybe they're not.
Did they
I'm
get absorbed?
almost positive.
You know, kind of like a Mitsubishi is like
Yeah.
not really a thing anymore. They still make
Yeah.
SUVs, I guess.
Maybe
but
they
I thought they
stopped.
died, but then they're like back with SUVs, Outlanders, and stuff. But
Yeah,
anyways,
I don't know. I guess I don't know for sure.
toss me that mice real quick.
Okay.
The Moosin.
Moosin.
just because you're doing the search thing too. We are at 36 minutes
Okay.
on this one. Do you
This will
want
be
to do
quick.
this for this one, or do you want to do the
Yeah,
next
let's
one?
run. We'll run through
We'll
it
run
here.
through it. I don't want to talk about this very long. Well, we can talk about this one too. Did we talk about this already? Yeah, we did. Hornet.
Yep,
Yeah.
because then we went on the whole
Okay,
rant about
so speaking of,
I think these look kind of cool.
these do look kind of cool. So
I mean, they
Subaru
look like
and
Mustangs, but-
Toyota are
It looks like it
partnering
was-
again for basically the exact same platform,
Ooh.
similar to what they did on the Toyota 86 and the Subaru BRZ. In similar fashion, the Subaru is a higher price point, but it's got more features. So
Okay.
that was similar to the BRZ FRS 86 kind of thing.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So this is the Subaru Solterra up on top here, and then the Toyota Z4X. They're stealing some. Toyota's partnered with BMW for the Supra, so they borrowed some names from them. And that's totally fine. How they name vehicles.
That's the most obnoxious name, though.
BZ4X,
The
I know.
BZ4X.
Interesting.
Yeah, so I'm sure there's some reason for that, but anyways,
I guess the back clip is the same.
Also lowercase b.
yeah, for some reason, and X, but capital Z. Yeah, whatever.
BZ4X.
Yeah, other way around.
BZ4X.
Well, you would say the B quiet because it's
Yeah,
lowercase.
you did the Z4 quiet, but you did the B and
No,
X
I was saying
loud.
because they're trying to hint like BMW, like it's
Oh.
That moved for both of our heads. That's so funny. Like,
Totally-
no, I
totally
haven't.
missed
You
it.
haven't really questioned what I did there for me. I was
Yeah.
like,
Also,
So
just sorry, real quick.
Yeah.
It so looks like the top picture was fender bender, doesn't it?
it does right here.
Yeah.
it looks
This
crinkled.
is
Oh,
driving me nuts because the bottom
Okay.
looks so clean and smooth.
oh,
Can I zoom
weird.
in on
Why does it look like it was in
I
an
don't know.
accident
It
already?
does. That one looks like
That's
it's
weird.
crinkled up there for some reason.
Yeah. I mean, I know it's the landscape, obviously,
Probably
but
blew a
it
head
just
gasket and had to crash. So these
Wait, is this
are
electric?
Battery acid
Yeah.
everywhere.
It's the Subaru. Yeah. Oh wow.
Oh.
Corroding the road. So the Subaru and Toyota, so they're all-wheel drive, I believe. Yeah, full electric SUV. So kind of cool. This
Yeah.
looks the top one especially. The Subaru version looks very similar to the Ford Mustang Mach-E. The
So
Mustang
similar.
Mach-E
Yeah.
looks pretty much identical. I wonder if Tesla kind of like set the standard for like what electric vehicles kind of look like as far
Yeah.
as style points and
Yeah.
lights and front grills
Yeah.
or lack thereof. So
I really like the Toyota one.
I do too. The Toyota looks
yeah,
it
so the
looks
Mustang,
better.
The Mustang kind of took after that, and I feel like the Mustang set the standard for like the lower price point.
Yep.
Kind of like the Model Y.
Yeah.
you
Like
know?
the electric car for everybody, not
Yeah.
just the Tesla
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
So they're all compact SUVs with the sport back or whatever
Yeah.
design. They're not like full SUVs like
Yeah.
a normal squared off or
Yeah.
rounded off. But anyways, they look pretty cool.
Interesting.
The Subaru still looks very Subaru, I would say.
Yeah.
Oh, there's
It
no
looks-
other pictures.
It looks like
Okay.
they're the wilderness edition stuff. Kinda.
Yeah,
It's got
it's
the
still
big
got the-
chunky
Oh,
mud
yeah,
flap
Plastic
things. Yeah.
fenders, like the
Yeah.
plastic over fenders.
It's funny
like-
that it's just painted on the.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
these are just painted. Yeah, so it's literally the same thing. But interesting thing,
Interesting.
Subaru starts a little bit on the higher end of the price point.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's because the Subaru, in true Subaru fashion, is standard all-wheel drive.
Good.
All of them are all-wheel drive, and the
Oh,
Toyota
the
comes with the
Toyota.
lower model and front-wheel drive,
Gotcha.
and
Okay.
then a higher-end model. So
Okay.
most of the price difference is made up by the drivetrain.
Gotcha.
But yeah,
I
I
can get
thought that
behind
was
that.
kind of interesting.
That is interesting.
It's going to be interesting to see more of this stuff cruising around.
Yeah.
I find this kind of goes off topic, but just thinking big picture, like, living by or owning stuff near highways has always historically been like not great. You have
Yeah.
those big walls, that block a lot of view for everybody
Yep.
near the highways to block sound. I wonder if once we get to a point that's like 50% or more vehicles are electric, if
Oh.
they won't need that much anymore, and like
Oh.
we'll be able to build closer to highways because there won't be as much sound.
Interesting.
That type of stuff.
I didn't think
I
about
just
that.
wonder
That's
how
a really
that'll
good-
change like the grand scheme of things infrastructure wise.
Yeah.
If
even
more of that
interesting.
stuff goes electric,
Yeah.
because there'll be more accessible. Like
Right.
$46,000 for an SUV is still pretty expensive for an SUV.
It's
a
not
lot,
that
but not
high compared to other
insane.
new SUVs.
I guess
though.
on brand new SUVs it's not that high.
Right.
But
Because I think the Forester, like if you get the Forester and the Touring trim for the new version of it, I think it's like high 30s. So I mean, it's not that.
so it's
far off.
pretty similar.
Yeah.
But as the stuff
Same
becomes more
ballpark.
common and there's a lot more of them made, a lot
Yeah.
more of them bought, it'll become cheaper and cheaper. Like
Yeah.
because there's new Ford trucks. I was looking at the Ford Maverick just to have like a smaller, more compact truck.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You can get one for like $19,900. Brand new 2022.
That's crazy.
So
That's crazy.
I think there'll be more of that.
Yeah.
With this
It's
stuff
definitely
as
going
it
to come
becomes
down.
more
It's like
relevant.
it's like everything. Like you have the thought leaders, and then
Yep.
everybody adopts it, and then the price comes down because the supply is greater, and
Yep.
Mhm.
it all comes out in the wash.
Yep.
But
I'm
that's
so
interesting.
excited.
For anybody still watching after all that electric, I think we're pretty much good here, right?
Yep, that's pretty much
So-
good. Other than Zach's wearing a pretty cool shirt that we think you guys should get. This is my garage shirt.
Podcast shirt for today, but only shirt you have the best basically pitch for the reason
it's
that
the
we made this thing.
only car shirt designed to get dirty. So we all of our shirts and everything. I mean, we have some cool designs. We have some just with the logo of it. This one's specifically designed for the garage, and it's white we have a hoodie and a t-shirt, but it's white because it's designed to get dirty. So
Yep.
you're supposed to use it to work on it. We
Mhm.
want to see it at shows. We want to see it everywhere. Just like tag us in social media pictures, things like that. It's the one like everybody has. I think you guys do too. Like I have a shelf piece in my closet.
Yep.
That's the oily jeans and the oily t-shirts.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
so if I'm painting, if whatever I'm doing, whatever project's happening, like I'm grabbing those and ruining those first.
Yeah.
So this is
absolutely.
designed to be the go-to shirt for it. It's super soft. It's still a premium shirt. It's really
Yeah,
nice,
it's super
comfortable.
Yeah.
So you're not sacrificing like you're not gonna be wearing like a garbage t-shirt or whatever that's
Yeah.
gonna like
I
chafe
would
or
say
whatever.
it's a little longer cut,
Yeah.
like than a normal
Yeah.
whatever t-shirt you get.
Yeah.
It's a little bit more longer cut. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's super
Which
comfortable.
is nice because then you don't get that like right on the old love handles. You get like the
Yeah.
grease stain or whatever when
Yeah,
you're working out in
right.
the garage.
Or garage
or you're
burn.
leaning down
Yeah.
and you get the cold cement.
Yes.
Yeah.
You get the garage. The
just
that'll
cold
wake
burn
you
on
on your
right in the
back.
back.
So yeah.
But yeah, so it's designed for that. But yeah, we're hoping ours are pretty clean right now. I was teasing with them earlier. I was working on my Porsche. We got to talk about the Safari thing on that at some point.
Let's
but
get to that
yeah.
next time.
yeah, we'll do it next time. But
I got
but,
some stuff to talk about in mine too. So.
But yeah, get your shirts. We super appreciate it. This is all like we've talked about it before, but it's just us three making all this stuff. There's not like this huge crew. We're not
Yeah.
doing whatever. This is just for the fun of it. So if you guys want to rep it, if you want to keep telling more people about it, help spread the word.
Totally.
It really helps us out. You
We
grab a
appreciate
shirt,
it.
grab a hat, things like that. thirdpedalpodcast.com where you can find that stuff. But
Thanks
yeah.
guys for watching.
thank you for
Awesome.
watching.
Appreciate you guys.
Have a good week.
You gotta say it this time.
Peace.
There it is.